The depths of Captain America Brave New World's depravity have yet to be observed by the wider public. We are but a couple of days, removed from its wide release on Friday. So yeah, we will be able to experience and see how many people do manage to check it out. But the access shills that are there, well, they've seen it, and well, they are... I think their confidence in Marvel might be shaken, at least for this release, and I'm sure that they'll recoup and rebound admirably for Thunderbolts, and it'll just be the best thing since the last thing that Marvel came out with, and God, who cares at this point in time. But Captain America Brave New World's early buzz is mostly positive, not great, but not terrible. Oh, great, so that's really going to inspire confidence for a full slate of films and TV shows. Everybody excited for Daredevil? I'm sure that won't be a rug pull as well. Marvel Studios only brought one TV spot to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, choosing not to promote Brave New World, which I found interesting, and also, just doubling and tripling down, which, not promoting Fantastic Four kind of makes sense because there's a lot of runway between now and July. It's just for the film that you're wanting to push over the finish line, a film that you are already pot committed, even though you say, oh, we've only spent $180 million. It's like bullshit. Bullshit. That is for the reshoots. I guarantee that. Okay, your budget, it's double that at least, and we'll get the tax documents eventually on it, so you can only lie about it for so long. Like when you guys eventually make $300 million tops at the box office, and when you go, oh, that's a great success, okay, oh, that's such a hit. It's kind of like how the way that you spun Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Oh, it made $800 million. It was such a success until it came out years later that, oh yeah, your budget on that was about $400 million. You ended up losing money on that, which is so wild to think about, but that's exactly what the case on Brave New World is going to be. Thunderbolts, I don't know if we have a budget, and well, it didn't have a protracted rewrite and reshoot period, so yeah, if they come out and say $200 million, that's probably accurate, but still, that one's going to be tough to recoup any losses. But I just recently did a video on that and so many other things as to why I think that film is going to suck, mostly because the trailer was underwhelming. Nobody's going to be talking about that film in its lead up or in its aftermath. It's just going to be sandwiched between something that's going to be a gigantic disappointment full of controversy and the next thing to set up the next big thing with the Avengers. But in fairness, we got a trailer for the latter on Tuesday, and the former arrives in theaters in a few days from now. Oh my God, and the Thunderbolts trailer is nothing short of all. I can't finish that because of terms of service on YouTube. The social media embargo for Captain America Brave New World lifts on 9 p.m. on Tuesday, February 11th. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, you guys will have already seen from a bunch of the shills that are out there, and I'd imagine, I don't know, because I'm recording this Monday evening, so I don't know for sure what the slug line is going to be, but I could imagine it's probably going to be a grounded, very Winter Soldier-esque, back to basics, street level affair. Anthony Mackie is perfectly situated, and if you don't like it, you're racist. That's probably what it's going to be, right? Like, yeah, and you're also a bigot if you don't go down this Black History Month to check out Captain Black Falcon America Man. Whatever. But yes, our reviews, meanwhile, will drop at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Okay, so earlier today, chances are you were checking out. Maybe you did. I don't know. Hopefully, like the only people that probably have early access that I would give a shit about their opinions. Like if Jeremy Johns puts one out, I think he'll be fairly accurate, but the rest of them is just going to be shills, just seal clapping. Hopefully they get, equal amounts of access to Thunderbolts. And then, of course, Fantastic Four. Oh my God, if I can meet Pedro Pascal, I would literally arc one of his loads to my mouth. Oh my God. It would just be so exciting. It's pretty standard from Marvel Studios, particularly when it comes to protecting spoilers, but there's some early chatter surrounding the movie on X. Oh my God, my time to shine. Hello, says the buzz I'm hearing about Captain America Brave New World is that it's okay. Classic 3-star movie, not great, not terrible, just serviceable. Yeah, that could be the thing, okay? Because normally, when these films come out and you just get the normal... Yeah, you get the normal hype around it from the shills that are there going, oh my God, it's literally going to save lives. It's a revelation. Oh yeah, I can't believe seeing something like that for the first time ever is the best thing ever. It's the best thing that Marvel has put out since the last best thing that they put out. And then those films, it's like, they're always ass, okay? But at least this time around, if they're saying it's not great, it's not terrible, it's just serviceable, maybe it's going to be true. And maybe that's by simple virtue of it just being a 5. Best film that they put out in how long? When did Infinity War come out? Another relatively trusted insider, says, I've consistently heard Captain America Brave New World is okay to pretty good. Those expecting a disaster are going to be disappointed. Daniel Richman, meanwhile, said that he heard the movie is meh. So, Marvel kicking off their first big year since 2019, where they have big tentpole releases, because in years gone by, they put out multiple big MCU movies, but this is the first one. I guess 2023, because they were kicking off Phase 5, right? With, Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Marvels. They had big hopes for that, but interesting. But this is Captain America, right? Like, this is the first Avenger. Well, no, the second Avenger, and the Avenger that has to sit at the back of the bus. But it's a pity to think that the movie won't be a classic in the same vein as the Winter Soldier, which, don't look at the plot or anything. Don't expect it to make sense, but it's really good. Then again, many would describe the first Avenger, Captain America, the first Avenger, using the words above, that was a serviceable, effective introduction for Steve Rogers, which I would have to wonder, of all of these shills that are out there that get the early access to these films, when was the last time they actually watched Cap 1? Like, that was a good film. Like, it obviously wasn't mind-blowing, but it was good. Like, it's a 6. But what we're hearing described is you might be shocked if Brave New World is a 4. Which is why it makes all of the controversy around the film so much more exciting than actually talking about the dumpster fire that may or may not be on the horizon. Because a lot of the conversation around these late stage Marvel films is, now they're finally being comic book accurate. Oh, see, chuds, that's what you guys wanted, but now that it's accurate to the comics, like Sam got the shield before that was in the comics, that means it's good. Where it's like, yeah, he also had a comic accurate costume, and it's not like, that Sam Wilson run in the comics ended up last and they had to bring back Steve Rogers as Captain America, because Captain America is Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson is Falcon. Now he's had to change his costume because I told him that I was never wearing that shit again, dude. That was hard. With the heat, the sweat, the fogged up glasses, it was impossible. You got to do better, Anthony. You got to figure out how to make that shit work. But to be completely honest, getting rid of the, goofy headpiece, I don't care if it's less comic accurate. It looks better because that shit looks retarded. But it's a conversation that Chinese audiences aren't going to have, because here I was thinking, because we've talked about the Chinese poster beforehand, but they put this out there in order to promote the movie, and they just put, you got Red Hulk, you got the shield, and you've got Mao Zedong behind the shield. Like, what? Like, that's not even close. Like, you've got a Captain America with a pompadour haircut and I don't even know. Like, that's not even the silhouette of Captain America. And here I was thinking it was like a cutaway where you could have like a photo op behind that, and you could take the pose of Captain America tanking a hit from the Hulk. Don't think about it at all. Vibranium suit, whatever crap like that. But they just got rid. Like, this is peak Marvel in China, right? They just removing a black guy in order to appease an audience, where you're going to get 25% of the box office return on that one. So fantastic. You're going to make literal hundreds of dollars back, because at this point in time the MCU movies just go over there to die. But you're just embarrassing yourself further. Hilarious. And all of the other controversy around this was when not Sam Wilson, but Anthony Mackie went on stage in Italy and said that Captain America doesn't necessarily need to represent America. I stuck up for the guy and thinking that, he just kind of mush-mouthed his way through an interview. He was trying to play to the room, gave him, a bunch of different outs on that one. But now he just torpedoes his own arguments. Oh my God, like... What are you doing, dude? Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie unintentionally torpedoes Hollywood's representation argument, says his younger self looked up to Superman's character despite differences in skin color, which, the entire thing about, recasting passing the mantle of Captain America off to Falcon, getting a white man's hand-me-downs. I was supposed to show, like, just the climb that a black guy can get in the world today or some shit like that. I don't know, man. It's all wild, but Anthony Mackie, it's like, he's kind of a based guy. I just think that he's generally apolitical. He's surrounded by nincompoops. Oh well. In undercutting the popular Hollywood narrative that audiences can only connect with and feel properly represented by characters who share their exact physical qualities. Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie has revealed that Superman was one of his favorite childhood heroes. No, he likes that black Superman that Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams was working on. Has revealed, yes, that Superman was one of his favorite childhood heroes, not due to his shared skin color, obviously, but rather out of admiration for the integrity of the character. Yes, truth, justice in the American way. And he's like, eventually, when I get to play Captain America, it's just going to be truth and justice and the good qualities of a human being. Mackie offered this ostensibly unintentional counter-argument regarding Western entertainment's constant obsession with exclusively surface-level representation while speaking to Collider's Garrett Blaney, as part of a press tour for the aforementioned Brave New World. When asked about his thoughts of this cultural significance of a black Captain America making their silver screen debut, the actor asserted, "I just think anyone taking up the mantle of Captain America, there's a huge responsibility that comes along with that." Yeah, what was the problem with being Falcon? Other than what, he's not as important as Captain America? The second ever black character in a modern Marvel, just shirking him to the side, just giving him to your gardener as a hand-me-down. Yeah, interesting. My responsibility is not just to black kids. Hey, it's very important for Latino kids to look up and see black Captain America. It's very important for white kids to look up and see a black Captain America. See, there you go. Okay, it's important for everybody to look up and see Captain America. Jesus. At that point of the interview, that Mackie recalled this relevant anecdote, attempting to explain that the importance of children being introduced to non-white versions of the Star-Spangled Avenger was to help them understand that a hero is defined by their values rather than their appearance. The actor then told Blaney, when I was a kid, one of my favorite superheroes was Superman, and I've never been to the planet Superman was from. I never, could be a white dude, but watching him and the integrity of the character made me want to put a sheet around my neck and fly around the house. Oh, good, you put it, well, actually, you shouldn't be putting anything around your neck, but at least you didn't put it on your head. That would have been a different type of self-hatred. So it's about what's inside of you. It's about the idea. Now, when you see it, you inspire to it, it's the beauty of humanity that answers that question. Not the symbol or the emblem, but he's talking about the importance of taking the mantle of Captain America. But it's not about the symbol or the emblem. Okay. What you want to put into it? I think, there are problems all over the world. I think the beauty of mankind is what will fix them. As noted above, there exists a very strong brand of representation rhetoric in the Western entertainment industry. Yeah, of course, and he does a very good job of blowing that up, but then at the same time kind of, contradicting himself, but also making himself an easy target when this film ultimately does fail, because I anticipate it's just gonna, it's gonna underperform this weekend and then fall off a cliff next, even though there's not really that much competition between now and kind of the start of the summer. Like, things will start to pick up in March and April, but at least for the next couple of weeks, it's going to be pretty scant in the theater. So yeah, if there's a hope for this film, lack of competition is very much going to bolster it, but I don't think word of mouth of this is going to be good. I think just people shrugging their shoulders going, it's fine, is not really going to talk anybody into the theater. But ultimately, like I'm saying, when this film fails, talk like this of just simply saying, hey, just good virtuous characters regardless of their immutable characteristics, that's stuff that, can be representative, can be aspirational for people. Talking like that is going to make him very superfluous and can make him very replaceable. And that's why I'm thinking, because we have finally gotten confirmation, that Avengers Doomsday will begin filming in March in England. I don't know if a script is done. I do not know what the direction of this film is going to be. Obviously, we know, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be in it. You're going to have Doctor Doom. You're going to have Iron Man, Doctor Doom. That's about it. We don't know who the Avengers are going to be. And because Anthony Mackie is talking the way that he's talking, sticking his foot in his mouth from both perspectives here, he could be very superfluous moving forward. And with the rumors that Chris Evans is coming back, we could be getting another recast of Captain America. We could see another mantle passing. We could see the comic accuracy coming back once again, where Sam Wilson had the shield, and then he had to give it back to the white dude. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.